Monday, July 26th. Our top story tonight, illicit sex and possible blackmail. Those are the charges uncovered today by a New York State Senate investigation. Witnesses claim that a gay callboy network using children as young as 12 is selling sex to high officials in the nation's capital, then selling the information to Soviet, Israeli, and British agents. Here's a report.
Is that correct?
Dale Smith, an investigator who's worked for 5 years undercover for New York State's Legislative Committee on Crime, says an accountant for 5 callboy services in the Washington area told him the services make more money trafficking information than selling kiddie prostitution. He says while he was working undercover, he was approached by a KGB agent wanting to buy information on the service's government clients for the purpose of blackmail.
I was not personally debriefed by a foreign intelligence officer.
Were you questioned?
I have had contacts with foreign intelligence officers.
Detective Smith would not reveal which Washington officials were involved and what kind of blackmail the foreign agents had in mind. Also testifying 2 Washington detectives who helped develop the Congressional page sex charges. They claim there is a network of callboy services linked to organized crime and spanning 6 major cities coast to coast.
You could call a phone number in Houston from Washington and have a young boy delivered to your room in Washington using an American Express card or another business card to charge it.
Dallas is one of the New York gay bars allegedly part of this callboy network.
The calls would be called into the bar. The boys would be waiting at the bar for their pickups.
Not true at all. That's ridiculous.
There's no one as young as 12 or 13 that hangs around at all?
Besides that, they haven't got any money to spend.
No, but they can be sold, is the allegation.
Not at all. No way.
Other alleged boy porno operations uncovered by Detective Smith, Haymarket and a gay bar called Follies, which has a branch in Washington. The committee is turning over its evidence to New York authorities and the Justice Department in Washington. In New York, Christy Fair, Independent Network News.
Also coming tonight, reports that Sudan will open its doors to the PLO fighters, and a man described by police as a John Hinckley-type loner is arrested after possibly planning to attack a nuclear power plant.
Also ahead, a military parachute jump ends in death, and a special report on the human mind, the power within.
In sports, highlights of the Yankees and the Tigers at the stadium.
And after an absolutely superb weekend, it looks as if our weather will settle down to a touch of mediocrity. Details straight ahead.
The Challenge, it's an action thriller with samurai fighters, and I'll have my review.
We will also show you an emotional reunion between a Hungarian couple and the baby they had not seen for more than a year. And finally, how are those 3D movies made anyway? These stories more coming up in the next hour here on Independent Network News.